Good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I wanted to discuss real quick the importance of when you're busy, when you're trying to do things through iPhones or iPads or interrupted in between running at showings and sending off addendums and forms and everything. Make sure that you are looking at things carefully, and when you're finished and you submit it, make sure that you have reviewed everything your client has signed so that when it goes to the other party, typically it ends with going to the seller, that everything is in the contract the way you want it. The last thing you want to do is what's happened to this guy.
I was actually just listening to another agent on one of my social feeds and talking about big mistakes that they've made, and thought I'd share one with you. Happened, I was probably 2 years into being an agent, and just moving real fast. I had a listing at the time, and we had multiple offers. So I was with other clients at the time, showing them homes. Trying to move way too fast, and I'm in my car in between showings, and I'm kind of flicking through, the offers, looking at them, trying to see, so I could advise them. We found what we thought was, the best offer at the time. I sent it over to them so that they could review, told them my understanding of what was in the contract that I had reviewed for them. And at the time, our board had just shuffled around some of the language in our contracts. And as a result of that, lines were in different places than they used to be. Not a whole lot different, but just enough. So we get, a couple weeks into, right after the inspection. And they found something, and they were basically going to ask for $500 credit towards their closing costs. And the agent says to me, well, so that brings the total closing cost to $5,500. And I didn't say anything at the time. So I went back, reviewed the contract. And sure enough, where they had shifted the request for settlement charges to be covered, where a buyer would ask for that, was down at the bottom of a page, and partly obscured by where we had done electronic initials. And I missed it, $5,000. And so I, called my clients and I said, well, it's not going to cost you a dime, but just so you know, the buyers had asked for $5,000 in closing costs. They're asking for another $500, and we talked about the repair situation. But I said, it's not going to cost you a dime. I still don't regret that. It was the right thing to do. I screwed up. I was moving too fast. I was, like I said, I was with other clients in between showings, trying to do it on my phone like an idiot. Valuable lesson. I can tell you with certainty, a great degree of certainty, I will never make that mistake again. And the funny thing is, I always feel like, if you do the right thing,
No reason for you to be ever making a mistake where you haven't taken one more set of eyes on it and submitted it. Now, if you're in a competitive situation, you're getting a contract together and you're sending it out, you can always stop and look at it as well a second time after you've sent it out. Don't be like, oh, I got that out in time, without going and reviewing it. You could always turn around and make sure you withdraw that offer and resubmit it if it doesn't come back ratified to you. So be careful out there. Enjoy. Have a prosperous weekend. Make sure you're prospecting. I posted something Friday going into data Axel Genie and also using public record to be doing some prospecting and lead generating. Hope you take a look at it. Take care.